Welcome in. Um, Welcome into another broadcast for the Frank Cup Series. Sorry guys, we missed. I think their gateway race, but Parker, aka Yoshi Racing. So one of the things that I'm not gonna do this all season long. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know majority of these guys' names, so if I say them wrong, I apologize. I don't know majority of you guys' names. It's nothing personal. I don't keep up. It's something that I think I'm never gonna get used to, because I go by Xbox gamer tags, not their actual names like that you go by in real life. So first up on the leaderboard is R4D, or AKA Joey. He's been really good this season. Really solid. I think he's Joey. Yes, that is Joey. So he won a race early on in the season. Sadly, did not go back to back at Daytona because of Wesley mowing the grass, to say the least. But he did get that win at Atlanta, but he's not second in points. Last week's winner, Yoshi Racing. We know him, we love him, and he's one of my fuck copyright. One of my teammates in ODRL. He's second in points. Wesley sits behind him. Atlanta winner, controversial, but he did get it done. Not locked in the playoffs. Nigel Slurp, who recently joined ODRL. Nigel's been solid in the races I've watched. He's been impressive in the 45. He got pulled at Atlanta, did not get a great finish, but he's someone to watch out for who could scarily run well. Wyatt, aka Outsider, James, Brandon, Reagan, Roars 51 currently sits on the cutoff line for the playoffs. Tyler, Banjo, Robin, who's also he's been impressive. I think he's run solid, and he's only had, I think, two starts, and he's pretty high up in the points, 13th. So he's been solid in his two starts. I think he missed last week, or the opener at Daytona, but he's been solid, been impressive. Kevin sits 14th, Bush 15th, 16th is Tinks. Stein 17th in points. I'm surprised by that. He may have missed last week. Came 18th, Savage, Slide Savage 19th. 20th, Josh, Kyrie, DJ, Kilbo, Bryce, Dot, Andrew M, Morgan, Tripp, Justin, Flair. I don't know anyone below that, but that is your playoffs or points going into tonight's event. It's been a solid season so far. Not, I will state, based off what I heard, Gateway was a little bit better. Yoshi got, I think, all of the stages, if I'm not mistaken. He won a stage, finished first, beat Kevin Yu, who, by the way, was second. Stein finished third. Trusting Banjo fourth. Fifth is R40. Mellow sixth. Roars seventh. Slurp eighth. Outsider ninth. And then Burning Rubber. So that's all ODRL talent. Besides good top 10. And, well, he earned that win. So good win on Yoshi Racing's part. One of the guys that I look for tonight to be up front. While yes, he may not be a road course racer, this is something weird that I don't know if I agree with fully. No cautions at all on road courses, which is definitely gonna make it interesting, to say the least. I think there's some ways that can benefit. In other ways, if you get fucking destroyed, you might get lapped if you aren't careful. But at the same time, it removes all these stupid ass how do I pronounce this? Let me PG this. People who are overly aggressive and they basically just send everyone. You can't do that during this race. You have to be passive. You can't be over aggressive, because if you wreck, you're basically losing all the track position that you gained. So I guess having those no cautions is definitely going to be a risk versus reward function of the race, because if you're overly aggressive and you get damage to your car, you're not going to have caution to bail you out. At the same time, if you get sent to the moon, good luck. But overall, I'm excited. Canadian Tire is one of those. It's a road course. That's all I gotta say to you guys. First road course of the season for this league. I can't wait. It's gonna be a fun one. Hopefully you guys are viewing and enjoying it tonight. Sorry. Sometimes I get a little negative. I hate watching races that I know the drivers are better than they have last Atlanta. They're better than that, so that's why I was very disappointed. I did. I don't like seeing that type of racing. That's not what I came in for. I came in for competitive driving and hoping they improve this week at a road course of all tracks. So can't wait to watch it. They are probably just setting up now. Hopefully someone has a stream up by the time we get going. Pop out in the morning. Damn, my guy did a somersault and still landed on his wheel. That's kind of crazy, bro. Alright, we're now just waiting up on people's point of views. That is literally what we're going to be waiting on now. So, just hoping somebody puts a point of view up. It's a road course. Everyone knows how road courses are in this game. They're pretty fun. They're going to get spread out. Obviously, they're naturally going to get spread out. I think, personally, like I said earlier, I just got an invite. Hopefully we have a point of view up before we start tonight. Because if we don't have a point of view up, I'm going to be a little mad. Little mad. Alright. Am I allowed to join that? Oh, Reagan boy. Alright, they're starting up the quality lobby. We can go over the field again and we'll get this started. Oh, stir me on, let me other night. Alright. 21 tonight, and I already said this. I did a poll in my server, if you guys are in that. K-Therms, I keep forgetting K-Therms is in this league. I don't know. I always expect K-Therms to be like a driver who eventually will break out in like ODRL or like maybe one of these leagues, but I don't know. I feel like he's got speed. I don't know though. We'll see. Probably not at a road course though. I think this will be pretty much a melodramatic slash maybe Yoshi racing show. I feel like Melo's really good at road courses, as he's already leading the field. So Melo's in that 21-4 tonight. That guy Ty, he was impressive. Remember, he qualified outside pole, if I'm not mistaken, at Atlanta. He was really impressive, in my opinion. Nigel's speed in the 45s had a solid season so far. Been very, very, I guess, consistent, I would say. K-Therms in 11, he's struggled a little bit. I expect some more speed tonight. I think this is one of the tracks where it requires a lot of skill, but he's in traffic. Savage, this is, oh, yeah, no, oh, is around they go. The 88 of Fast, I think it was. Yeah, Savage is one of those guys where I think Savage has speed. I just don't know if his confidence is on the high in this game on Heat 5 anymore. Because when he's on it, he's got some of the most speed in this game. Right now, though, I feel like tonight, if he get a good qualifying effort, he will be up in the front as Kevin Yu is getting around him. Burden Rubber went around early in qualifying, but he's been impressive in his limited starts. Got top 10 last week at Gateway. Yoshi Racing, last week's winner, getting past with a 45 at Nigel. I told you earlier, he's going to be one of the factors in tonight's races. They're all going over the lip. The Bush in the 47 is him, and the 36 of Reagan make contacts. There's Reagan Boy in the 36. I'm going to check the point standings. I'm pretty sure he's on the outside looking in, as you only get 10 cars in the playoffs for this series. So that's definitely an interesting statistic. Yeah, Reagan is just inside the playoffs in 9th, so he's currently in. Flair Fanetti I think this is someone new to the series, as he currently runs, what number is he? The 68. Okay, there's a new number, Wars 51. He's currently on the outside, on the bubble line, cutoff line right now, +1 on Tyler. Big Hulk in the 5 car. Been very solid. R40, week 1 winner. We could say he got cheated out of Atlanta. But overall, he's been very, very good in his limited starts this season. I think he's going to be another factor in tonight's race. Wesley, Atlanta's winner, the last time I commentated the series, had a top 5 or top 10, if I'm not mistaken, at Gateway. So he continues the momentum from Atlanta to Gateway and got easily... No, he did not. He did not get a top 10. Okay, my apologies. OG12's a new guy in the series that I haven't seen. He's in the 13 tonight. The 91 of Lakeside Laro. Trusting Banjo in the 34. A familiar face. He finished 4th at Gateway. Stein. He finished actually 3rd at Gateway. And considering what I know in this series and based off of past events, I think he's going to be a factor tonight. He's also in clean air for quali laps. That is an important factor in when they're running these. Kevin Yu in the 99, another guy who is really good at Gateway, finished 2nd to Yoshi Racing. So he's another guy to watch out tonight. Outsider in the 8. Oh my god, he's lagging. Well, last time he ran, he finished 9th in the event. Top 10 last week at Gateway. And he's already lagging tonight. So that is your field for tonight's event. A lot of solid drivers, but again, your favorite and I didn't vote for him in the Discord. If you must know why, your favorite doesn't always get the win. And with no cautions, I voted with Slurp. I don't know what it is. Slurp's been on a tear lately. I feel like this is the week where he finally breaks his bad luck and maybe gets a win. I feel like he's been very unlucky in his limited starts. Is he in the field? He's not in the field. Okay, then just screwed up my poll. Well, Slurper's not in the field. Well, that's gonna screw up everything. I thought he was racing tonight. Slurp should be making it. Oh yeah, Slurp is starting in the rear, so that changes a little bit of things. If I had to go with my backup or my second pick, I would go with Melodramatic. Great speed at these type of tracks. I know Banjo bested him at Mid-Ohio in ODRL, but I feel like there's a reason why he ran so good at Mid-Ohio, and I feel like he has one of the strongest cars in this field tonight as he runs wide. But yeah, I'm going to go with main pick is going to be Slurp. I did vote him for my Discord, and then my dark horse, or aka my secondary pick, will be Dart Spartan. This is not this is not the league that you think it is. This is not the league that you think it is. It's Frank's. This is a different league, Spartan. This is not White Line. They are going live at like 9:30 because they take forever to set up. They're going live at 9:30, Spartan. This is Frank's Cup Series, a little bit different. But yeah, I think my favorite tonight is Frank. I think Mello is my favorite, and then my dark horse, or aka my second pick, would easily be Slurp. I think he's got good speed. Or Banjo, because I guess, thank you. I need the viewers. They're just in qualifying right now, finishing it up. So one interesting thing is that they actually are not running cautions for this race. So that can either be a really good thing or a really bad thing. I have yet to find the thing. I think it will be good for the longevity as they have stages, so that will cycle them back up in the field. But at the same time, you gotta be consistent. You can't wreck tonight. Alright, who should we go on board with for a lap? Should we go on board with K-Therms? Yeah, we'll go on board with K-Therms for a lap and a half at Canadian Tire. Oh my god, he cut the track! That's crazy. Well, guys, we just learned what he was doing wrong. Here's Savage. That's not a good sign for K-Therms. Oh, he's in the grass. Jesus. Well, these are not... We're probably choosing the wrong point of views, but we're going to continue with this guy. Yeah, Savage, you. Not looking good for Savage as he cuts across the grass and gets in there. So they are done with qualifying now. Yoshi Racing catching up to the 68. We should have about 22. 22 tonight. 23 when we get Slurp in there. They have a decent field size. The issue with this one was over-aggression at times. They're not a bad group. It's just Atlanta, they were over-aggressive just like in ODRL, and sadly, the main culprit of that was the same guy who did it in ODRL, which sucks. Savage, to be honest, I think he'll qualify inside the top 10. I think he will, but he's been, I don't know what's been up with him. I feel like he's got more speed. He's just not confident, I feel like, on Heat 5. Or maybe getting drowned out. Because I feel like last season, if he came into this league, he'd be dominating. But nowadays, I feel like his confidence is gone. Choke artist? Caught in 4K? Okay. What? What? Me stating that a driver who used to be really good, who sucks now, would be really good before in the league. You used to be good. But no, nowadays though, I think Yoshi Racing, he's the favorite. I think for this championship, I think he's the favorite. Second favorite would be either R4D or Banjo, and then I would go with Melodramatic. That based off what I've seen. Melo is the league owner, so he's really good on road courses. But we'll see. Competitively wise, it's been a solid season. Atlanta was just... It's one of those races where you're going to have that. Stein also is in the league. He's really good, but he's currently, funny enough, is outside the top 16 in points in 17th. So he has not had a good season. He may have missed a race. But on pole is Roars51. Second is Kevin Yu, Melodramatic. So, guys, Roars at the same time, he has speed, but he's a little over-aggressive. We'll see how it runs tonight. Roars on pole. Fourth was going to be Big Colt. Good qualifying effort by him. R4D, fifth. Yeah, so Savage outside the top 10 in 12th. Sixth is Stein, and I wish I could get all the rest. Seventh is Yoshi. 8th is Trusting Banjo. 9th is Reagan Boy, and then qualifying 10th is Outsider. So they're going to have 40 laps to run here at Canadian Tire. Yeah, Savage qualifying outside the top 10. 12th tonight at Canadian Tire. We'll see how he can run through the field. I don't expect him. I don't know. The guy who I expect to win is qualifying, I think. He didn't even qualify. So... if he doesn't... Slurp didn't qualify tonight, so he's kind of cooked. But at the same time, mistakes are going to happen, and there's going to be no caution to bail out the drivers tonight. So if you wreck your car or get sent to the moon, sadly, you won't have anything to save you, which kind of sucks for some people. So you got to be less aggressive tonight, overall. I mean, whether or not it's your own doing, that's besides the point. You got to be less aggressive. You have to be patient. This should also invite me. There we go. No way. Yes, you guys gotta invite me. I know, I'm new. There we go. I sent a message to Mello. Hopefully he gets the invite out early right now because they're in the loading screen. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on, guys. You guys know how to send invites, right? There we go. Thank you, Mello. Thank you, brother. I don't want to be sitting in the lobby. So Slurp is going to qualify out back, but we got Roars51 on pole. He's, I think, a 3 or 4 time champion, maybe. Yeah, he's won a few championships in Franks, so he's definitely got speed. We'll see how he runs tonight. It's a road course. I knew he had some speed going in, because I've run against him. Whether or not he's aggressive, he's dream level aggressive. Worse, honestly, at times. But at the same time, you gotta respect the speed, and he's already pulled away. You can already see him leading on lap 1. Second already, Kevin Yu being challenged by the 5 car of Coke, who's moving actually up the 3rd. Good move by him on Melodramatic, and Stein is going to make his way trying to get around Mello. So Stein trying to gain positions very early on as they're side by side entering this right-hander. So particularly here, you can run second as R4D is now looking into the fray. Right behind him is Parker, aka Yoshi. As Mello clears him. Here comes Parker, aka. Oh, he pushes R4D off the track. Oh, it's around into the wall they go back there. They keep it straight. You do not want to wreck tonight. There's no caution to bail you out. Reagan Boy already lost a ton of track position there. As Nigel on his side. Here comes the 88 as Savage blocks him. Oh, into Nigel he goes. R4D now battling as there's 2 people in the grass. The 95 of Slurp and the 19 of Wesley, who won at Atlanta. 3 wide back there. Oh, R4D and Banjo are battling for position as we see Wesley continue to struggle early on. Oh, Parker in the wall. Here comes the 34 of Banjo to take the spot as he loses 3 spots off that transaction. Oh, someone around in the back. I don't know who that was, but Outsider was involved. As Kevin Yu gets challenged by Big Culk. Here comes Stein. Culk is trying to get around him as quickly as possible because he does not want to lose the leader of Roars. As we're going to get a point of view up real quick so we can get the lap check. As now we're seeing Culk losing a little bit of ground to the leader of Roars, who Roars has been leading since lap 1. Doing solid work at the moment as there are 21 cars in this field. Oh my god, my point of view. Slurp already making his way through the field. Already passed for 14th. The Slurp slowly but surely moving through the field as we got the 2 of Savage just ahead. K-Therms also struggling early on. He got passed by Slurping Company. Oh, Burning Rubber forcing Savage off. Here comes. Oh, Savage and him. Nigel make contact. They keep it straight. As Slurp clears the 36 of Reagan Boy. So now he's up to 13th. Parker's all over the back bumper of that 38. That is the 1 car of Yoshi Racing as he's going to get to the inside of the 38. He cannot. Oh, R4D gets loose. And there goes Yoshi. He gets ahead of him. So now Yoshi just gained a spot on Parker. Or Yoshi gained a spot on R4D. Daytona winner as Kevin Yu has continued to have a chokehold on second. But back there for third, it's not over between Mello and Stein. It's also not over between Kolk and Kevin Yu. I think trouble corners tonight are going to be the long, sweeping right-handers. If you miss it, you're going to go off the track, guaranteed, as someone is down pit road as we have 8 to go in stage 1. We're going to look back from second place car of Kevin Yu. Solid running so far in stage 1. Just being consistent. Not really gaining on roars as they're being really even right now. But back there, fourth on back, it is a duel as we see Parker get back to the inside. Melodramatic gets around Parker again. So Mello is going to gain 2 spots in one corner. So now he's back up to 4th, if I'm not mistaken. No, he's back up to 6th. As Kevin Yu is being hunted by Big Colt, who is running really well. I think he's got a good car as he's a little bit quicker than Kevin. To the inside he goes. Little contact through that tight right-hander corner. Here comes another left-hander. This is a key corner in this track. Kevin Yu gets free, and here comes Colt to second. So he finally gets around the 99 who's maybe holding him up. He's got some good speed on the long run. Let's see if he can catch roars here. As Stein continues to hold in 3rd. 4th, my apologies. But back here, R4D and Parker, aka Yoshi Racing, got back around Mello. So now he's going to have to work his way past them again. The battle, R4D and Mello get loose. And there they go, back there. Update on Slurp. He got around Reagan. Now he's got around the 82. So now he's up inside the top 10 at 10th. Roars has not really had an issue. Here comes the pit stops. Right now we have some pitters of the leaders. Kevin Yu, the 5-car Big Colt coming down to pit road. A lot of the other leaders stay out. So Roars is going to go a lap or 2 later than everyone else. Or at least those 2 leaders. 6 to go in stage 1. I don't know the fuel run. A Slurp is now up to 8th. That's 2 guys pitted. And Yoshi Racing has to hunt down his blue car brethren and Stein now. Trusting Banjo. Solid. Not really doing anything egregious. Just being quiet right now. I don't know. He's really good at road courses. So I think he's trying to settle in. He's ahead of Big Colt now. That was your 2nd place car. That is something to look out for. He did pass Big Colt on pit strategy here. So if he can hold on to the track position, he could potentially steal 2nd if it gets to that point, as Savage is making a move on the 13 here. See Wesley and 11 of K-Terms dueling back there. 88 down pit road. As Roars is in clean air. Stein to pit road. Alright guys, I gotta take a shit, so I'll be right back. guys. But yeah, no. Banjo's gonna jump everyone. Even Roars with the early pit stop. Can he win stage 1? We're gonna lap check real quick as he now leads with about, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 4 to go in stage 1. So now with the early pit stop, Banjo, who won Mid-Ohio and Odero, leads in stage 1 in Frank's Cup Series at Canadian Tire. He got around the dominant car so far. I will say though, if Banjo can hold up the 28 of Roars, you know what this does? This allows some other cars, maybe like Hulk, the 5 car, to get back in the fight. Stein, who is hawking them down, by the way. He's flying at the moment in 4th, I think it is. Where is Stein? Yeah, no, Stein is flying as they're all catching for the lead in stage 1. It's gonna be a good duel as Roars goes a little wide. Everyone's gonna be involved. Banjo involved. Roars involved. Colt gonna get involved, and Stein. It's gonna be a 4-way fight for stage 1 victory. Here comes Roars making a dive. When does he make the move? Here we go into the left-hander. Does Banjo get 3? Here we go into a hard braking zone. This is where Roars can make the move as he gets, oh my god, he lags. Gets a good run through there though. See back there, they hold on to 3rd and 4th. They hold steady as Colt gets a good run. But Banjo looks like he has a solid car. Remember, older tires are actually more speedy in these cars. In all the cars on this game, to be honest with you. Especially on road courses at least. On ovals is not the case. They have 3 laps of fuel left. Here we go. They're all stacking up behind one another. It's gonna be a duel to the finish as Roars tries to get the dive underneath. He cannot get there. Here comes Colt. 1 to go. White flag in the stage. Here comes Roars. Little bumper to the back of Banjo. Here comes Colt to 2nd. Here comes the left-hander. Colt moves the 28 of Roars. Up the track he goes into the grass. And Colt is going to still lead in stage 1. We might see retaliation here. No, Banjo's going to get underneath him. Here we go. Little back bumper to the 5 car of Colt. Here we go down the backstretch. For the final time, this long, sweeping front stretch where we go into 2 braking zones. Let's see what happens here. Colt used the bumper a little bit on Roars. Here we go. Into the last 2 corners we go. For the last time in stage 1. Through this left-hander to the right-hander. Colt is gonna get it done in stage 1. He wins it over Roars, who actually finishes 3rd. A Stein still 2nd. So Colt, Stein, Roars, Banjo, Yoshi, R4D, Nigel. I'll get a 7th. Nigel, Mello, Burnin, and Slurp. Your top 10. Solid stage 1. Good battle at the end. I will state there was a little contact. I wonder how they're going to discuss that. No penalty. Why? I think that was clean. I thought that was a clean ass move. Sure, that was contact. That's naturally going to happen. Especially in like a league environment. Especially at this type of racetrack. I feel like there's always going to be some form of contact made at all times. I mean, yes, it's difficult to pass. That's what I'm trying to state here. It's very difficult to pass. Is K-Therms. Oh no. Yeah, no, he did jump. Why do we have jumpers? Oh, Wesley stayed out. Did these guys pit very late? We got a lot of people staying out this time by. I got no people viewing right now. That's weird. Guys. Here we go. Oh, they slide up. As the 5 car is racing for first. Here we go. Wesley in second. Pull your stage 1 winner in first. The 5 car of Kolk. Now Roars has had to roar his way back to the field as the 9 car of Stein just got around Wesley. Burning Rubber now in the fields as Slurp is trying to make his way through here efficiently. They're behind the slow car of K-Therms. Oh, there's contact between Reagan and company. As they're racing. They're 3 wide heading into 1. This is not going to end well. There goes Slurp off the exit. Someone ran around. I think they saved it. Look at this pack, though. Look how many cars are in this pack. Remember, no cautions as we see Savage tap the wall there. Now Slurp is behind all these cars as they're 3 wide again. The 82 in the grass. Here comes everybody to the hard braking zone. Slurp 3 wide. Oh, contact. As they're 4 wide. There goes 88. And they have to get around that guy Ty. As he's slowed up. Here comes Savage, R4D and company. As someone went around in the midfield. Oh, contact between the 2 and the 38 of R4D as he pushes them up the track. Here comes Slurp making the move. Around both of them. We're going to go back up to the leader, though. As Kolk is being hunted down by Roars, who he little bump in stage 1. Does Roars return the favor? It wasn't a huge bump. It was a slight nudge, I might add, but you never know. It's going to be aggressive. Stein sits in 3rd. He wants them to duel like this. He wants them to get a little contact, not too much, but he wants to get them to fight against one another and then take the lead from them. As they've been really, really fast all night, I think this will be a clean fight. As Banjo is hanging on to 5th, currently inside the top 5 as Wesley is pressuring. As we go back here immediately with R4D just in the midst of a pack. He's basically full-on pack racing at a road course, which is insanity to me. As we see Nigel or Wesley dueling with the 99 of Kevin Yu, as Kevin gets around him for 7th or 6th. As we need to see now Slurp inside the top 7. Oh, Wesley gets loose. Here comes Slurp. Yeah, Wesley's way off the pace at the moment on older tires. Slurp's going to want to get around him as quickly as efficiently as possible if he can. Ooh, Wesley goes wide a little bit, but in the racing lane. How long does it take for Slurp to get around him? We can see back there getting a little aggressive behind him. K-Therms melodramatic in the 45 of Nestle. As Slurp gets to the inside, he makes the move on Wesley. He goes wide. Here comes the 19 back to his inside. Does he do the crossover? Yes, he does. So Slurp takes over this position. He's now inside the top 7. As Roars now is on the back bumper of our leader. Coke is going to be pressured very soon. A reminder, when these two started battling earlier, it was behind Banjo, but Stein was catching him. So Stein is going to do the same thing, I think, from earlier, where he's going to hawk down these guys as closely as possible. As we have 5 to go in stage 2. Here's one thing that they're going to have to realize is that they're going to have to use only 3rd and 4th gear if they actually want to make it on fuel here. I think that is your case to be said. You don't want to shift to 2nd, as Roars is going to be at the back bumper of Coke here. Here we go. He's going to get to the inside. Can he get there to the tart corkscrew? Here they go, and Coke lets him by. I was going to say the tight bus stop, or I don't know what they consider this. It's the carousel? Technically, it's not really. But yeah, it's a hard braking zone, and he takes it. Yeah, I think the 5 car just let him go. I'm surprised. Coke just let him go, said, I'm not dealing with it, I'm going to save fuel, and just let him go by without a fight. Surprising! But Roars has shown that he's got good speed tonight. Was he able to conserve the fuel that he needs for the race? That's the question. As now Stein's going to inch his way closer and closer to the lead fight. Also, Parker back there in 4th is also looking for a fight as well. Banjo, on the other hand, is being challenged by Kevin. Yeah, no, Yoshi Racing looks quicker than, what's it called? Stein at the moment. Yoshi looks quicker, as Banjo is being challenged by Kevin. So when are they able to make the move on Banjo? Here comes Kevin Yu to the bottom. Banjo had to check up there, so we're going to head to the left-hander here. Oh, Kevin clears him. So Kevin's going to take the lead in this hard braking zone. He could mess it up. Good braking by Kevin as he secures the spot. He's up inside the top 5 for the first time tonight. Or 3rd time tonight. So Stein is now trying to hunt down Colt. Your 2nd place running car as of this moment, as Roars is your leader. Oh, here he goes, sending it down there. Using all parts of the track as Yoshi catches him a tiny bit through that section. Stein is going to be on the back bumper this 5 if he doesn't pick up the pace very soon. He's already in the back bumper, but eventually he's going to get around, and that's going to open the door for Parker, or aka Yoshi, to get around as well. Actually, that opened the door for Yoshi now. He's going to make the move on the 9 of Stein. Very aggressive move. Can he stick it? He does. Can he hold on, though? Does Stein go back at him? No, he's not able to. So now, Yoshi Racing takes over 3rd. I told you earlier, he looked a little quicker than Stein, and he did it. He made the pass through the section that I didn't think was really possible. Just able to be more aggressive on the brakes and gas there. And that's going to help him maybe catch up to the 5 of Colt. As the top 3 on back, top 2 to 6 are all neck and neck. Banjo a little far back, but he still has a chance if the 5 car of Colt makes a mistake. But Roars, your leader, checking out as we have 2 to go in stage 1 at the line. Or stage 2, my apologies. Back there in 5th is Kevin Yu. He sits there in 5th. 6th on back is nowhere to be seen, as only the top 5 are involved. 2 to go in stage 2. R4D, though, key update is up to 7th, so he's not 6th. 7th is Slurp, so he's not too far back, but Roars is in clean air and cruising at the moment, whereas his competitors are all neck and neck. Yeah, I feel like Big Coke had to step down his pace to maybe make it on fuel. I feel like that's reasonable, but at the same time, now he might lose 2nd, which is a spot he wants. He needs to be in on the restart. You start on the inside lane here if you're in 2nd. Feel like you want the inside on the sweeping right-hander. Now, if you don't clear him, of course, he's going to take the lead, but I'd rather have the inside. But Roars is thinking, let me get a stage 1 to get off that cutoff line, as he currently sits 10th in points. That is your cutoff line for the playoffs, as Burning Rubber is either on pit road. Yes, he took pit road, but he's going to get lapped. He's going to get lapped. That is not what you need. If you're going to pit, the number one thing you need to prevent yourself from getting is lapped here. Does Roars have enough fuel to make it in stage 2? Roars still has a big, sizable gap on his competitors in second and third. Lap check for you guys real quick. As now he's on the backstretch. Let me get one of my best point of views up. I'm trying to get a lap check. It might be white flag in stage 2. I don't think it is, but it could potentially be that. Here we go. Yes, it is white flag. Coming out of the last corner. He is going to win stage 2. Roars wins stage 2. Gets himself a much needed playoff points and some stage points. That moves him off the cut-on line. Battle back here between Reagan and Slurp for 6th. And Reagan's going to hang on. So that is stage 2 done with and over. I am top 5 is Roars. That is my what's it called? Rechargeable rotary shaver. That's what it says in the thing. Pop out in the morning. So Roars dominates stage 2. Actually, I will state, the second place car let him by. So, that's surprising by me. I don't know realistically why. I think it was just, he had to. Roars, Roars, oh, we got another guy staying out. I think the 5 car has the most speed, but he backed off in stage 2 to let Roars by, who was on his back bumper. Whereas, I think before he was able to catch him, or was trying to catch him, as Wesley's going to do again another pit strategy in stage 2, or stage 3, that's going to leap him up to the front row as they make a little contact. Here comes the 5 car. Does Yoshi, or Stein, my bad. No, that is Parker. That is Yoshi. Does he enter his name into the bid for the lead? Here we go into the hard braking zone. Here we go. Where does Roars go? He's going to send it up the inside of the 19. He does not have room. He gets back. He's getting bumped. There goes Parker or Yoshi, and they're making contact. The 5, the 19, and the 51, aka the 28 of Roars, to the lead. Made a little contact. Parker went around as a result. That's going to be call safe for Parker's race. There's no cautions on road courses, as they were being aggressive in that corner, and it nipped Yoshi in the butt there. Oh my god, they're being way aggressive back there. Oh, Wesley gets loose. Banjo up the 3rd. This does open the door as they're getting a lot more chaotic out back, as we have 12 laps to go in this race. Oh, Slurp moves Reagan Boy off the track. Overly aggressive driving is the theme right now. Mello's stuck in the rear, but Big Colt is trying to hunt down Roars 51. Banjo sits in 3rd, 4th is R4D, and back there for 5th is Stein, making a move on the 19. Kevin Yu trying to get by as well. Oh, Savage making it 3 wide. Yoshi's trying to get clear of him. Savage does not allow that. Oh, he's turning. Yoshi. no, Yoshi came up a little bit. Here they go into the sweeping right-handers. Sweeping right-hander, he sends it. Here comes Savage back to the outside. They're going to make it 3 wide. Here comes Slurp. Savage clears him. Here comes Slurp to the outside. Through the final corner, does Savage hold on and steal the spot? Here comes Yoshi again for 8th. As Slurp gets free. Oh, Yoshi to the inside of Savage. Side by side through 1 and 2. Here we go to turn 2. This is the battle for 9th. Can Yoshi clear him? This is such a good battle. We gotta move on as Yoshi officially clears him. R4D now trying to catch up to his, I guess, NXT teammate. Not in this league. There's no teams, even though they call themselves the Banjo Racing Team. There are no teams in this league, technically. But yes, he's trying to hunt down the 34 Banjo. Stein sitting back there in 4th or 5th, my apologies. As they are now getting spread out a tiny bit. It's going to be hard to catch Roars. I think an early pit stop of one of the top 4 will make it a little bit different. Top 6 are all under a blanket. I think Roars is getting a little free through this corner. As soon as I say that, he gets a good exit. So, Big Coke is a little more shallow through the final corner. And that affects his, I guess, exit speed, really. Because he's trying to push with all his might. We'll see how much he can gain during this lap. We're going to go on board with him. Roars gets free, and as well as Big Coke. I thought Roars got very free, but that opened the door for R4D, as he got free as well. Here comes Kevin Yu. I thought Roars got free there. He did, but also so did Coke, and so did Banjo. He's off the lagging a little bit. I don't know what's going on. There's a little lag in this lobby, as we can tell, and that's affecting my perspective on things as we see Banjo or R4D getting passed by Kevin Yu. So Kevin gets around R4D and he gets around Stein. As Stein is struggling at the moment in that machinery. As Parker is now back inside the top 7, making moves right now. He's got a good car, it's just he lost it very early on in stage 3, and that's the reason why he's in a predicament at this point in the race. A car of Outsider. Just sitting behind the 47 at this point. Nigel. Savage has had a rough night. He might get a top 10 out of it though. Yeah, I think he sits 10th as of this moment. As Wesley comes on pit road, a lot of other leaders. Who else came down? Stein. Colt came down pit road early. Melodramatic also came down, as Roar's going to be the only car staying out this time. I will state, Banjo from last time by when he pitted early in stage 1, he went from mid-pack to the lead and jumping Roars. So does early pit stops matter at this type of racetrack? We'll see. As Roars does have a sizable gap to Banjo and company now, as they're going to continue to run laps in stage 3. Kevin Yu, though, has been impressive. He's got some speed in the 99 Chevy. Problem is Roars comes down pit road. The leader is down pit road this time by. Does anybody else join him? I don't see anybody else joining him as he's now down pit road, and Banjo takes the lead over from Company. Here comes Kevin Yu. Slurp down pit road. Here we go into the right-hander. It's a little braking zone here. It's a little hard braking. As now we're going to have a three-man fight for the lead, as these guys have not pitted in stage 3 yet. Here we go. Kevin Yu to the left-hander to the hard braking zone. This is the hard braking zone. Here we go. Little back bumper. Kevin Yu makes a little contact. Here comes R4D. Kevin to the inside. He clears him. He's now to the lead. Here they go to the long down straight. The long straightaway as Banjo's going to get to the inside of his teammate. Or no, my bad. R4D clears him again. R4D gets around Banjo as well. So now Banjo's gone from first to third in 1 lap. As he's going to come down pit road this time by. With the 99 and Yoshi as well. All of these guys come down pit road. The last guy to stay out is R4D. As he continues to run laps in stage 3. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you an update on our pit stops. Where is our former leader? Oh! 91 around! Oh, maybe some contact with Roars. Roars keeps it straight. Yeah, I was going to get an update on Roars as he's currently entering 1. Kevin Yu just coming out now. So Roars should be your leader. Yes, he has a gap on Big Hulk. R4D, your leader as of this moment. And also penalty for Yoshi Racing. Parker sped into pit road. Yes, he was not in contention for the win as the 91 makes contact with the 9 of Stein. A lap car making contact with Stein. As Parker now is down to 17th. Tough break for him as we have the leader of R4D down to pit road. So now, if I'm not mistaken, Roar should be your new leader when they cycle this thing around. R4D entering his pit stop. Let's look back from his point of view and see the leader cross the line. That is not your leader. And there's your new leader. Banjo to the lead. Actually, Outsider is your new leader. Outsider's your new leader of all people. If he can somehow steal the win from everyone involved, that would be a crazy victory. We'll get a lap check real quick. Is he good on fuel? Did he pit super early? I don't remember as he cuts the track a little bit. 5 to go in this race. Outsider, your new leader. He's been mired in traffic all night long. Oh, Lexi off the track again. As we have Slurp a lag out. As Kevin Yu is now catching up to Big Hulk inside the top 5. Where is our new leader? As Outsider comes to pit road. His lead is shortchanged as the 34 Banjo should take it over. Where is Banjo? It's either Banjo or the 28 of Roars. He's going to have to hunt down the leader of Banjo. It's going to be a great fight here. Banjo on a little fresher tires, which is kind of a disadvantage at this point in the race. Being hunted down by the fastest car of tonight's event all night long. Can he do it? We're gonna enter under 4 laps to go. Roars in second. Roars is gonna hunt down. He's gonna have to hunt down Banjo in 4 laps. Can he do it? Stage 1, he was not able to do it. Stage 3, though, he has all of his adjustments in. As we're gonna enter 3 to go. Banjo is trying to secure his first win of the season. As we're gonna get the Savage Cam. As there's the leader. Crosses the line there. There's second place. They're about 2 seconds apart. It's not much. One mistake by Banjo opens the door for second as we're 3 to go in stage 3. It's not a huge gap. One tiny mistake by Banjo is going to open the door for Roars as he is pushing all to his might. But is it enough? 3 to go. Here we go to the sweeping right-hander. This is where Roars will probably gain the most. Roars has been really good through that section. You can see him gain maybe half a tenth there. He may have gotten a little free, but he's good. Looking back from Banjo, you can see Roars in the background. It's not out of the question. It's just depending on who can hang on. All Banjo needs to do is to run perfectly as we're entering 2 laps to go at Canadian Tire for the Frank Cup Series. It's been a great race. Roars has dominated. Banjo on the wall. Here comes Roars. He is trying to get the win that he's been dominant all race long. He won stage 2. Finally got a stage win, but he's been the dominant car all night long. He's been challenged by Culkin Banjo. Banjo's been the strategy king tonight. As Roars is lurking and catching in. He runs wide. He loses a bunch of time there through that corner. Here we go into the sweeping left-hander to the right. This is a slow braking zone. This is where Roars has been a lot better than Banjo through. You just see the gain there. Can Banjo get the launch? Good launch by Banjo. So far, so good. Mistake by Roars entering this lap might be the difference between a win and a runner-up finish. Roars is trying to win tonight. Banjo trying to get his first win of the season as well. As we're going to the last corner, come to white flag. It's been a great race. 39 out of 40 laps. Been a great race as we're coming 40 out of 40. White flag in the air for the Frank Cup Series. Roars is going to be there. Here we go into turn 1. Good gap. Here comes Roars sending it. Gains a little tenth there. Is he going to be able to make the move? Here we go into a sweeping left-hander. This is very tight. Mistakes can happen. Here comes Roars. Sending it down the inside. Here we go into the sweeping right-hander. Here we go. Is he going to do the up and under on Banjo? He does. Can he clear him? He does. He clears Banjo. To the lead, Roars goes again. He clears Banjo. Here we go into hard braking zone. The last chance for Banjo. Does Roars get loose? Roars is going to take that. So now Roars is in control. On white flag. He is trying to secure another win under his belt. It's been a long time coming. He took a few seasons off for Frank Cup Series as we're coming to the last few corners. Here we go to the sweeping left-hander and the right-hander. Good execution. Got to get through this right-hander, and it is his. Roars 51. Oh, he gets a little free. No, he wins it at Canadian Tire and hangs on. He got around Banjo in the final lap with an impressive pass on him cleanly, by the way. That was an impressive move by him. Very impressive driving by Roars. I was impressed. That definitely deserves an applaud. That was great driving by all drivers involved. That was fun as hell to watch. Holy shit. Banjo tried though. Roars just had a better car and he was able to just drive it off a lot better and smoother than Banjo. Alright. Alright. Top 3 will get interviews. I don't have a good pass at Roars, but that I gotta give him props. That was a good move. Alright, I will unblock you for this. Alright, we'll get Banjo in here. Alright, and then third is Kevin Yu. Alright, that was impressive. That was an impressive move by Roars. Just stronger car, able to make the dive and just went for it. And it worked out for him. So that is his first win on the season. Been a long time coming. He's been out of the league for a little bit. He's not. Is he gonna join? Is he gonna join? You might have to invite him. Roars, because he has to interview. We gotta get Banjo in here at least. Hey, that was, I will state, from my point of view, that move was insanely clean. Like, it was insanely clean on my point of view. Like, he actually... Were you bound for third? Oh man, I was the battle for the win too was insane then. I missed that. I'm sorry. Alright, what are numbers? Oh, you're the 99. I don't know. You guys might have to invite him. Or, I also want Mello in here, if you can. Let's get Mello in here, yeah. I want... Well, I'm gonna invite Mello. There you go. Hey Mello, can you get Roars in here? If you can, if possible. He might not join off of my invite. He might not see it. There we go. Alright. Alright, first and foremost, I'm gonna have to... He's gonna have to unblock me. If he actually wants to talk.
Rory, you gotta unblock him.
I unblocked you. I gotta... Yeah, we gotta unblock one another. Because I gotta compliment that move anyways. Alright, first up and foremost is gonna be on my... Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I got my razor. First and foremost is gonna be Kevin Yu. Welcome to the booth, Kevin. How has your, Overall, Kevin, you had some good speed tonight. I was seeing you making moves. You ran around 4th or 5th all night, but at the end there, you started capitalizing on a lot of people's mistakes, and you got up to 3rd. Give me your thoughts on the race tonight, from your point of view.
Well, from the beginning of the race, we knew we had pace. I knew I had pace. I knew I was close to Brandon and Rory. It was just about hitting my marks every single corner. The beginning of the race was not so clean. Second stage after pit road, first stage black flag, had to start at the back, ran up the field to finish top 10. Second stage, blew the tire, start from the back again for the third stage. So it's just been an up and hill day. We made adjustments to the car. Never in my life have I ever made an adjustment in a road course. So I finally realized that it needs to be done, and we made the car work to get back up to third in the final stage. I can't be any happier with the finish, and if there's another season on Heat 5, maybe I'll be able to compete against Rory with these adjustments.
Yeah, no, I thought your car at the end there was really impressive. I felt like you had a little bit more speed. You were able to make moves. I wish if there was maybe cautions, I think you may have had a chance at the end there. I know it didn't fall your way with I know there's no cautions general, but if there may be one, you may have been able to restack it up and maybe get a little bit closer to them to the top three. But overall, Kevin, a top three, good points day. I think you needed a good points day after the start of the season. I need to double check that before I start saying random stuff, but uh, overall, a good fourth race for you. Yes, you actually did need a good points day as you sit 14th in the points standing. So congrats on getting. Did you score points in the stages?
Yeah, I scored like I think in the first. No, not even. Maybe in stage two. Um,
Hey, either way, Kevin, I think you did score points in stage two, but
yeah, I had
overall,
some unfortunate stuff.
still a good day.
Yeah,
Still, a top three is a great night. Good points night for you. Congrats on the top three, Kevin. Any special shoutouts?
yeah. To Parker and Stein, to James for making this happen, and obviously Rory for being the fastest motherfucker out there and clean as hell.
All right. We're gonna move on to our second place car. Banjo Tart. Oh yeah, I forgot. I thought. Okay. Well, Banjo, another good effort tonight. Not you wanted to win. You were able to. You were one of those guys where strategy what played in your favor tonight. I feel like in stage one you really benefited from being able to pit early. You gained a ton of spots there, and then stage two you just held on to it. In stage three again, you went with an early pit stop or late pit stop actually. Give me the strategy going into stage three and how you were just trying to hang on over Rory, who's all over you on the end of the race, and sadly on the white flag you let it go by, and he was able to cleanly get around you. Give me your thoughts on that. I know it's gonna take a while. At least you have the 34, so I can actually just go to the 34.
Jeopardy music
It's a lot
plays.
easier. You know, I wish I had music. Alright, so no tires in stage 3. I had a gap, but as the tires died, it was over for me. P2 would normally feel great, but to lose the lead on the last lap is devastating. GG's to Rory, though, class of the field. Yeah, no, Banjo, I know you held on for as long as possible. Like, it was impressive. I knew he was going to get there eventually. He got you in an awkward spot. I feel like where he got you, he was able to just drive past you. So, overall, Banjo, still, I will state, Banjo, this is a good points night. I know it's heartbreaking, but this gives you momentum heading into next week. So, give me your thoughts on that and any special shoutouts. Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till we see it. That's my Jeopardy music. Now, if he's not typing,
Dude's typing an
then
essay.
I'm looking forward to. I will correct you on the track next week. Is Darlington, but overall, it should be a good track for you. Shout out to Rory on the W, and shout out to R4D the GOAT. Darlington fine too. Yeah, overall, GG's Banjo. I enjoyed the show. You definitely made it more interesting for me in the booth with the pitch strategy and just making a fight to the last lap. It was definitely fun to watch. Congrats on the top three. I'll see you next week. I'm going to move on to Rory. Thanks for the coming in the booth. Make sure you guys don't leave, okay? We don't want any it lags out the VC. All right. I've had, I guess, discussions. No, not really discussions, but overall tonight was someone's dominant performance. I've I don't know if I have a good pass to you, Rory, but overall tonight I saw a lot of impressive things. The move at the end there was so impressive. Just being able to dive it on the inside of Banjo. The race in the night. How are you able to do that? How is your car handling so well just to make moves like that all night long? Just able to hold on to the lead and just gap people. A track like Canadian Tire of all tracks. Make sure you include your audio on the top of the party. Hold on. I need to check my stream. I wish you. Yeah, check the box. Yeah,
I
that's what you got.
apologize. I've not done this before.
Yeah, just check the box and you should be fine.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Talk real quick.
First off, thank you for saying that. That's
It's working.
very kind. Are we good?
No, we're good. You can start.
Sorry. Thank you for saying that. That's very very kind of you to say. Honestly, I I definitely practiced a lot the last couple of days. I think last night I ran two 40 lap races just against AI just to understand fuel mileage and what strategies worked best. And honestly, I thought it was just going to be straight running it out until the tank was empty and then pitting. But Brandon kind of played his hand a little bit because in the first stage he short pitted and kicked my ass on the at the end of the stage.
It's up.
So yeah, when he was on the slightly older tires because of these road courses in the game. If you
Yes.
the older tires you have, the more speed you have, it seems, and I think it has a lot to do with the amount of gas you have in the tank as well. So I knew once Brandon pit in the last stage, I needed to pit right away. I still wanted to have one lap fresher tires than him, but yeah, the longer I was out on tires without killing them, the better off I was going to be. But I've never seen anyone be that competitive on that old of tires. So that was insane what he was able to do. And honestly, with I think 3 laps to go, I was like, well, this was fun. I guess second place for me.
Man, I saw you
But,
slip up once, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" On 2 to go, I thought you slipped up, and I think
did
off
too.
of 1 and 2, I'm like, "Oh shoot, he's gonna get in that time," and you somehow did it, and then I don't know how the hell you did. I think it was turn 2 or 3. You were just able to drive
Yeah.
off the corner a little bit quicker because
Yeah, I
the
think
tires and
turns 1 and 2 was where it was. I was able to just hit my marks, and I think he was just really struggling. I didn't. I raced Banjo like crap last week, unintentionally. I just kept hitting him. It wasn't on purpose. It just I ran like shit, and I just knew if I got to him, I was like, I can't just hit him. I can't do that to this guy. I can't do that again. And I just, you know, I trusted my car to fake high, go low, and luckily it stuck. Like that was pretty much the only move I had in the bag at that moment because I think if he was still ahead of me after the uphill climb, if he was still ahead of me at that time, I don't think I could have done anything. So um, I made the move that I knew I had, and luckily the car just stuck. There's enough tire left to really get by him, and I'm just thankful that it was clean because that's what Trusting Banjo deserves. He deserves to be raced cleanly because that dude is fast as all get out, uh, and dude, that strategy was nuts. I've never seen that before.
Hey, I will state the fastest car of tonight won. Congrats on the win. Any special shoutouts, Mr. Roars? It's your first win in 2 seasons. I don't know a lot about this league, but I've heard a lot of things that
2 years.
You
2
were
years,
very-
5 seasons.
you were very dominant before in this league, from what
Mhm.
I've heard in the past. So, what are your thoughts on returning and finally getting the first win with a new look in the league?
Um, yeah, it's been an adjustment. Clearly, I had some rust to knock off, and um, you know, thankfully, Nigel and James kept trying. Nigel tried multiple times. Just for a while, I, you know, I left this place scarred, but James and I had good conversations, and I liked the phrase that he used. Time away healed some wounds, and I'm trying to come back a better person, a little less hot-headed, um, and I'm just trying to enjoy racing, which tonight I definitely did. And but yeah, coming back in here, James was not joking that the talent has definitely ramped up in this group, and I would not be shocked if this was the only win I got this year. I'm just happy I got one at this point. So I've definitely been humbled, and I'm going to try to keep earning respect because I know I need to earn it. Because there have been plenty of mistakes in the last three races that I've made, and unintentional, but it's been a while since I've done uh, lengthy races because you know let's be real, the only league that I've been able to tolerate before or after my absence has been this one, because either there's a whole bunch of jerks out there that want to do some weird power trip, or guys just don't know what they're doing. I think this has a good mixture of the two, of guys that know what they're doing and want to have fun, and um, I'm glad to be back, and you know, I just want to have fun the rest of the season. Honestly, this chip has been off my the chip is off my shoulder for myself getting this win, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of it, and just trying to keep my head above water, especially on these other tracks.
Yeah, no, it was definitely impressive. You also get the first win on the season and of season. I think this is can I get an update? Oh my God, Kevin, I told you guys not to leave. All right, Mello, what season is it?
13. Season 13.
All right, first win of season 13, and also, by the way, Roars, this moves you off the cutoff line for 10th, so congrats on that. Any special shouts before I ask Mello about the race?
I apologize. Any what?
Any special shouts before I ask Mello about the race?
Just a shout out to everyone in the race. I honestly, I know that there was some chaos happening behind me, but I think overall this was a clean, good race. Um, Definitely shout out to racers like Kevin, Brandon, Wesley was up there, Banjo. Um, they raced me with respect. There was some bumping, but you're gonna have that, and um, I just and again, thank you for this awesome league, this awesome race, and shout out to you. I'll admit I don't remember your gamer tag, and I had you blocked, and I apologize for that. I you know
We've definitely had run-ins. I can say this, we've definitely had run-ins in open lobbies.
Okay.
That's why I was hesitant about it, because you were very reckless in open lobbies, but at the same time, I'm open to give people second chances, and you impressed me tonight, so
I
I'll give you
appreciate it.
respect tonight. It was definitely fun.
It
But overall,
the
congrats on your, oh,
Oh, sorry. I just want to say I'm sorry for that. I think there are times, especially in the open lobbies, I don't know what happened, obviously. The only thing I can tell you right now is that if I get wrecked, I'm gonna wreck them back. Uh, that's not an excuse. That's just how my brain works in public lobbies. So if I've done that to you, if I ran off my mouth, I'm sorry. Uh, you seem like a nice person, and I appreciate the kindness and professional setup of this interview that you have going on here. So thank you.
yeah, no. All right. Yeah, I appreciate the compliments. But we're gonna now move on. He finally got the first win of season 13 for his team in the 51 machine. But we're gonna ask Melodramatic now. We brought in the league owner. Melo, I thought tonight as a whole was definitely improvement from the race that I saw last at Atlanta. It is a road course, but I definitely liked the race, and I thought there was a lot of competitiveness. What were your thoughts on the racing from your point of view in the race?
I was honestly really happy with the racing. I mean, I was mid-pack most of the race. This road courses aren't really my thing.
I
Besides,
thought you were gonna be up there.
besides
I
Mid Ohio.
thought you were
No,
gonna be up there.
well, yeah. Well, you saw me at Mid Ohio. That's my only good road course.
Yes.
So, I'm
Damn you!
I'm
you
different
tricked
there.
me.
But yeah, you shouldn't pick me for this one. That's for sure. But
Oh no, I didn't.
I was happy with the 7th place finish. So, I mean, I was stuck in the chaos and everything like that, but that's just part of the racing at these kind of tracks, especially with a 21-person lobby. You're gonna get a lot of mid-pack beating and banging around. So, I mean, that's to be expected. But overall, I think it was a pretty good race for the league. It was great to see Rory get his first win in over 2 years. I think it was January of 22 or something like that was the last time he won here, or 23 maybe. I don't know.
And it was Canadian Tire
That is
too.
crazy.
Was it Canadian Tire? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's full circle then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
definitely two back-to-back good races for the league. I know you didn't broadcast the Gateway race, but that was an excellent race, and this one was just as good. So it's good to see we're off to a good start to the season. We just had one bad race at Atlanta, but other than that, I've been pretty happy with the racing so far. So
Oh yeah, and oh yeah, you gotta announce this. So there's something that hopefully you can send it to me. You got a bracket coming out. A lot of people
Yep.
want to know what. Yeah, you gotta explain the bracket to people because we don't have. Yeah, explain the bracket to people who are brand new and are gonna be able to watch something next week.
sure, yeah.
That's gonna be coming in.
So after this race, the point standings are set. So the top 16 make the bracket. So it's going to start at Darlington with the round of 16. You got 1 seed versus 16, 2 versus 15. Standard bracket type look. And we
I
got
will upload it somewhere.
yeah.
I
So we
promise.
got we took in some donations for the prize fund for this, and we got $100 for the winner of the bracket. So definitely a pretty big prize there, biggest in Frank's history. So it's going to be interesting to see how the racing
Ooh.
goes for the bracket win.
I'm hoping it. Yeah, I'm hoping it provides a lot of intense moments. By the way, this will all be posted. Are you gonna post it on Frank's Cup Series on Instagram or
Yeah,
is it gonna
I'll
be posted on
definitely
Instagram?
post it on the Instagram, on the story. I'll also send it to you in Discord as well, so you have it.
All right, thank you. All right, Mello, I'm gonna end it out here. Thank you for coming in the booth, both of you guys. Congrats to Wars again on getting the win. Do you have the results? I will check Instagram real quick.
You want me to send it to you on Discord?
Can you send it to me real quick?
Yeah, I
I
got
gotta
you.
scroll.
I got you.
That'd be. I can't scroll. Thank you. Sorry again. We'll go over results and then we'll end it out here. I'll give my final thoughts on the racing tonight.
There we go.
and
Should be through.
Thank you. All right, so top 10 tonight. Roars gets his first win on the season, first win in 2 years. Trusting Banjo gave him a good fight, was not able to hold on, but hang on to finish second. Kevin, you had a great run tonight, finished third, got a good setup at the end. Big Colt had some great moments tonight. I really thought he was going to be the biggest contender to Roars, but towards the end, based off of strategy and just speed, he fell off a little bit after letting Roars go by in stage 2. He fell down to 4th. Still a top 5 for him. 5th is going to be R4D. Great run for him. Top 5. Could have gotten a top 3 if he maybe didn't mess up. It was tight between the top 3rd to 5th was really tight. 6th is going to be Stein. Had a good run for himself. Just from what I've heard, his adjustments did not go the way he wanted. He didn't make an adjustment. 7th is going to be the league owner, a.k.a. Mello. Solid night for him. Wesley, Atlanta winner, finishes 8th. Yoshi Racing. He had a mistake, I think, in stage 3 or got bumped up the track, but came home to finish 9th. Still a top 10 for him. Good run. Last week's winner at the track we were not able to watch, Gateway. 10th is going to be Reagan Boy. Solid top 10 for him. He was quiet all night long. 11th is going to be the 12 of OG. Burning Rubber had some good moments, some bad moments. Finishes 12th. 13th is going to be Nigel. He had a good run at Atlanta. Did not get a good run tonight, but overall, solid top 15. Outsider, 14th. Flair, one of the new guys, 15th. K-Therms finishes 16th. Mediocre run for him. Top 20, though, we'll take that. That guy Ty, a bad run or mediocre run. Top 20, though, for him. 17th. Bush finishes 18th. Savage, 19th. He may have lagged out. I don't know the situation. 20th is Sack Leroy in the 91. He got into a lap car, I think in stage 3 a little bit, not bad. And then Slurp lagged out or left the race in 21st. Overall, a big improvement from what I saw at Atlanta. I think there should little things to be cleaned up, but I thought overall it was a good race. I liked the racing up front. Saw some great battles between the top 3 all night long. We had a 4-car fight for stage 1 victories, so I'll give it to the drivers tonight. They definitely impressed up front. Mid-pack, it may have been a little chaotic, but that's always going to happen. There's going to be bad moments and good moments in these type of races. A lot of people are inexperienced at road courses, but overall, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 race. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Bryn, and I'll see you guys next